really feel? Hey, what you really feel? What you really feel? Where you going, where you at, what you really feel? Feel like broken. Hey.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cigars and Whiskey for our next review. Today's review is a cigar by Deadwood Tobacco Company in South Dakota in collaboration with Drew Estate. This is a second cigar I've had from this group of cigars that were released. This is the Fat Bottom Betty. Now this is a 5x54 stick. It is you can see it's a real dark Maduro wrapper, tight seams, minimal veins, and it looks like it's possibly a double cap cigar. Now with the blending, it was created by Drew Estates with their tobaccos from Estelli, Nicaragua. But unfortunately, nowhere on the internet does it indicate what the blend is specifically. But so that's alright. I've had the other one. If you haven't seen that one at Sweet Jane, it's one I've already posted. You can always check that out if you haven't seen it. I do like these cigars because they're not infused like a lot of the Drew Estate cigars, but they do have a sweet tip. And so having just a little bit of sweetness on the top of the tip, for me, I like those better than having the whole infused, because sometimes those infused cigars change dramatically all the other flavors of the actual tobacco. But so far, man, I'm telling you, I've already had one of these. They're really good. If you haven't found them, they are available online, and they're also available at some of the local shops, so check your shops out. I picked this up at Stag, Tobbaconists of Metro Center in Phoenix, and this was also another recommendation by Jeff, the manager, so I do appreciate the recommendation, Jeff. It is one that is really good. So let's go ahead and cut it up, and we'll get to the pre-draw. As the cigar, you can see it has a rough cut end, almost like it's been, I don't know how well people can see that, but it is like a real coarse end where they have spun it, they haven't cut the end of it off, so it's kind of a different, and I like that appeal, gives it a more authentically hand-rolled look. The draw of the cigar is perfect. There's nothing you can complain about it. As long as you cut it properly, don't cut it too far down, because you will unravel the outside wrapper, and sometimes that's a pain. But we are getting that sweetness. It's like almost like a little bit of a honey vanilla flavor on the end, and a real aromatic, like fruitiness to the wrapper, and that might be just the way, because they've infused the wrapper. Or not infused it, but they have put that on the wrapper. Let's go ahead and line it up and get into our first third. Alright, into the first third of our Fat Bottom Betty by Deadwood Tobacco in collaboration with Drew Estates. We're getting almost like a sweet caramel mocha off of the front, but there is a little bit of hint that you can tell it's almost sweet, like a honey. The smoke is really there, as far as when you take a draw, you get quite a bit of smoke, and I'm getting a little bit of sweet cedar off of that smoke, and it's a good sweet start for the cigar. A lot of people have tried the Nicaraguans, and they always say a lot of times there's pepper, a black pepper profile right off the bat. I haven't got that yet. I'm getting that sweetness. Now it's kind of going into like a bitter coffee, which is not bad. It's just slightly there. And we'll be back with our second third. Welcome back, everybody, for the second third of a review of the Fat Bottom Betty by Drew Estates in conjunction with Deadwood Tobacco Company. In the second third, we're getting a little more of the pepper coming out, and it's hanging out on the front of the tongue, and it's not overpowering. It's just, but you get a little bit of it, and you're noticing that the sweetness is changing just slightly. And as you can see, the ash is holding up pretty well, almost razor sharp. Now I did have to touch it up just a little bit because it started to burn a little crooked, but nothing too dramatic to cause the cigar experience to go down the tubes. But man, this is a good stick. I like just the subtleness of the pepper, and and a little bit of that sweet profile with that coffee that's starting to go away from that burnt coffee. We're experiencing more of just like a cappuccino flavor. I have to say, so far it's very good. I definitely recommend that you pick this up if you haven't had one. And the Sweet Jane, the other cigar made by the same company, is just as phenomenal. So we'll be back with our final third. Welcome back, everybody, for the final third of our review of the Fat Bottom Betty. In the final third, nothing new. A little more of the pepper and coffee profile. Still have a slight sweetness on the back of the palate, and we're getting a lot of the pepper and the retrohale. But all in all, a really good blended cigar. This is a stick that's about 35 to 45 minutes total. So it is a pretty quick smoke. So if you're looking for something just to smoke, maybe after you eat or something in between activities during the day, I definitely recommend this cigar. But if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Always leave your comments. Thanks again for tuning in to Cigars and Whiskey. Have a great day. Have a great smoke. And I'll see you next time.